normally on our Sunday, we'll do a meditation and then we'll have a Dharma talk or a teaching. But usually once a year on Earth Day, I don't do a Dharma talk and instead do a guided meditation. This is in our practice known as a samatha meditation. And so today, in honor of our Earth Festival, I thought I would do the same thing, however, with a different meditation. On Earth Day, I usually do an elemental meditation, which takes us through the 6 elements. Today, I'm going to do the mountain meditation. And so a samatha or a guided meditation is really no different than our normal meditation, but being samatha, it's going to have an anchor, and that anchor is going to be the little journey that I'm going to take us on as we metaphorically combine our beingness with that of a mountain. And this is a little bit of an extension from my power versus force talk last Sunday in realizing power, not force. And also, because in honor of Earth Festival today, I thought it would be a nice way to combine those two things. So with your permission, and for those of you that might be new and joining us for the first time, whether it's folks joining us from around the world or for your first time here, the meditation is innocuous. Doesn't get into any opinions or anything else like that. It's truly just a nature meditation, but it can also be very, very powerful. So I know you don't know me yet if you're new, but I do ask you to just allow me to take you through this guided meditation. I think you will find it very nurturing, very grounding, very centering. And that's really the purpose of a samatha meditation, is sometimes whoever's leading or guiding can take their community through a guided meditation as opposed to a vipassana or just a clear mind meditation. So that's what I would like to do today. With your permission and your blessing, I think you will find it very, very powerful and perhaps helpful as we navigate so many changes in our world these days. So it is called the mountain meditation. You can actually find it online in many different forms. It's a very common practice guiding a community, and this is a particularly powerful and prominent one. So I think with that, we'll go ahead and begin our meditation time.
Let's begin with a conscious breath together. Body, speech, and mind in perfect oneness. I send my heart with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness, transcend the path of anxiety and sorrow, and realize the true nature of who they are.
And so as the sound of the bell recedes, it acts as a guide, showing us the way to stillness, opening our vast inner landscape. If you need to adjust your posture or take another conscious breath or two, whatever you need to do to partner with the body to find a new level of relaxation and ease, then please do so. And as our breath settles now into its natural flow, its natural rhythm, we can bring our awareness to the body as we scan, looking for any points that might be tense or contracted, remembering to release the facial muscles remembering to allow the jaw to rest easy, the eyebrows unfurrow, the shoulders drop, and the belly softens, relaxes, releases. And from here, we can bring our awareness to awareness itself, noticing how the mind loves to be distracted. Perhaps it's the sound in the room or voices in the hallway. The mind wants to investigate, quantify, qualify, label. It's what minds do. It's okay. But that distraction does not need to be followed by our awareness. It can just happen in the same way that cars are going by on the street outside, and we don't run to the window to see every color, make, and model. So we just let those distractions, we notice it, and we remain grounded and centered on the breath. You may notice a sensation like an itch or an ache or maybe a tummy rumble. You might even notice thoughts begin to arise, planning, evaluating, judging, categorizing. All these things, they constantly come and go. Our practice is to cultivate that space within which they come and go. Our practice is to cultivate the knower, not all the little things that are known. And so, for our guided meditation today, allow my words to become your words. Allow me to take you using some imagery and some visioning into a natural setting. We will explore the sense of this meditation, the feeling nature of this meditation. It is not intellectual. It is not conceptual. I'm simply saying some words that will help to create some imagery. And once that imagery is sensed or felt, then what's important is that energy and that feeling in the body. That's the importance of a guided meditation, is to feel your way through it. It's safe. We're in a safe community, surrounded by love, surrounded by community members who are all doing their work too, cultivating their inner landscape. And so, with that all being said, let's take a conscious breath together. And we will remain in a few moments of silence, just allowing yourself to settle, to fully arrive in the here and the now. And then I will begin speaking, taking us through the meditation called the mountain. And so I invite you to remain in a meditative state, connected to the breath. The body is gentle, easy, and light. And just allowing this moment, allowing your experience, allowing the body to be still, and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of steadfastness. You are complete, you are whole in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. As you take this noble one seat in meditation, I'd like to invite you to allow an image to form in your mind's eye. An image of the most beautiful and magnificent mountain that you have ever seen or that you can imagine. Letting it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it does not come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape, its size, its massiveness, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky. A massive base rooted in the bedrock of the Earth's crust, and its steep or even gently sloping sides. How majestic, how solid, how absolutely unmoving and beautiful, whether you are looking at it from far away or close up. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top and trees reaching all the way down to the base, or perhaps your mountain has rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the sides or the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks. Perhaps there's even a high alpine meadow with a crystal clear lake right in the middle of it. Observing this mountain, noting its qualities, and above all, just feeling how mighty, how majestic, how absolutely perfect this mountain is. It needs nothing that it has to change or do for it to still be perfect and whole. And as you observe this mountain, when you feel ready, see if you can slowly bring the mountain into your own body. Sitting here so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in that majesticness, that vastness, the stillness of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in our sitting posture, our head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body, and affording for you a panoramic view of the world. Your shoulders and arms are those solid sides of the mountain, rooted to your cushion or your chair, experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from the deep core of the bedrock of this mountain. So solid, so complete, so natural, just like you. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive, vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Nothing can shake the mountain. You are completely what you are, beyond words, beyond thoughts, centered, grounded, and unmoving presence. Now, as you sit here becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and the shadows and colors are changing virtually moment by moment. And yet the mountain's stillness is unaffected. And the surface of the mountain teems with life and activity, streams, melting snows, waterfalls, plants, animals, wildlife. And as the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night, the bright warming sun followed by the cool evening sky studded with so many stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day, how the mountain presences all of this. This noble, majestic witness. Through it all, the mountain remains itself. It remains grounded, rooted, clear in exactly who and what it is. Constantly changing moments, and yet always the mountain is simply itself. It remains still as the seasons flow one into the other. And as weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding through all the change. There is the mountain. There are you. Spring comes and the trees leaf out and flowers bloom in the high meadows. Birds sing, streams overflow. The summer arrives and the mountain delights in the warmth of the sun. And in the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant colors. And in winter, a blanket of snow and ice, a time of rest, a time of introspection. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. The mountain's magnificence and its beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see the mountain or not. In sun or clouds, hot days, cool nights, it just sits. It sits in love and acceptance of all that arises, all that passes. The mountain understands a much bigger picture. Through it all, the mountain remains solid, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through the seasons and the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing constantly. In the same way, we sit in meditation. We can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and majesty, groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives over the seconds, the hours, the years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body and the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, of activity and inactivity, our own periods of solitude and social connection, our own moments of color and our own moments of drabness. It is true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain. We endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy and celebration, uplift and connection. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a kind of a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength, with its stability, and we can adopt these for our very own. There is nothing in this body that is not in the mountain. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness, groundedness, equanimity, and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We seem to take it all so personally. But the mountain's strongest characteristic, its most defining aspect, is its impersonalness, its selflessness, its recognition that it has been and always will be an integral part of every moment of life itself. And life is not personal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered. It is to be honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness in the same way that the mountain is aware of those who arrive, share in its beauty, who climb on its sides, the coming and going of trees and weather and storms and animals. It loves them all because they're a part of the mountain, and the mountain is a part of those things as well. And in holding all of these things in this way, we come to know a deeper silence. We come to know a deeper stillness. It's so much more than just the momentary breath where I try to calm the mind and all of its antics, try to mitigate an overwhelming emotion. That's momentary and that's helpful and that's useful. But the wisdom of the mountain is so much more understanding and accepting. So if you find that you resonate in some way with the strength and the stability of the mountain in your sitting, it may be helpful to you to use this from time to time. It is a gift from the mountain itself. Its sheer existence provides this for us. We have only to be aware. We have only to open to it. We have only to experience the truth of the strength of the mountain and the strength of our practice. So from time to time, invite this practice into your practice at home. Let it remind you of what it means to sit mindfully, steadfastly, with a resolve and with a wakefulness in true stillness. So in the time that remains, I invite you to continue to sustain the mountain meditation on your own. We will sit in silence now for just a few more moments until you hear the sound of the bell. And so at this time, I invite you to remain in a meditative state, bringing your awareness to the body, feeling your hands, feeling your arms, your legs, sensing your presence in this room. If you want to wiggle your toes and your fingers to help bring back a body awareness. And let's take a conscious breath together, breathing in deeply, holding for a moment, and releasing slowly. And slowly begin to allow your eyes to open as you don't focus hard on anything. Just let colors and shapes come to you. Sense your presence in the room around you. And we'll take one more conscious breath. And as you release, become present in the here, in the now, in this time, in this place. Thank you so much, everyone, for entertaining me and allowing me to go to the Rockies with you or the Alpines or wherever you went. So again, this is something that you can incorporate for yourself. It's a tool. At any time, if you're feeling ungrounded or not centered, take a moment and invite this mountain into your beingness and allow the two to settle there together. So thank you again, and I'll turn it over to Dave.